Hey everybody, Joe here. I'm back again, and I thought, why not make another little how-to guide for you. This time around we're going to take a kind of beat up NES controller and give it a little new life. You see a lot of people cleaning games, even cleaning consoles, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody cleaning up a game controller, so why not give it a whirl, shall we? Gonna bring the camera down so you can see what's on the little table in front of me, and we'll have at it. Alright, let's do this. Got here just some plain old rubbing alcohol, game controller, some cotton pads, and Phillips screwdriver. Gonna take this bad boy apart. You know, magic of editing, this will go a lot quicker here. You want to do it face down because of all the rubber pie pieces that the buttons require. You don't want to lose them or get them all mixed up, so disassemble the controller face down. I'm using an NES controller, but you can use the same techniques to fix up a Super Nintendo controller, Genesis controller even. Once you get into the analog sticks and all that stuff, they got a little bit more involved to disassemble. Please excuse any rattling you hear. That's actually the fact that it's raining outside and hitting my window. But here we go. No, we can lose those. That's quite alright. And there is your controller. As I said, all these plastic rubber pieces. You want to keep them relatively in place. And here is your circuit board. Circuit boards always look a little dark on the main side there, but basically all these little contacts touch the contacts on these rubber, and that's how the controller knows to activate what buttons. We're just going to wipe down the board on this controller with some rubbing alcohol. So I'm going to take plain just cotton pad. You can use cotton ball, whatever you have handy. Just something that's relatively lint free. Get a little bit of rubbing alcohol and just start wiping it down. I actually used to like using the prep pads, like they use like for treating an area before an injection. You know, you can actually get them at like drugstores, supermarkets, whatever. They work really, really well too, and they're nice and convenient. And make sure you get any like fuzz off the area, but you just want to focus on the areas that the controller touches. You know, all the little contacts, just like cleaning on a circuit board. You can see how dirty this pad is getting already. One thing nice about rubbing alcohol is it dries relatively quickly. I mean, they're already going to be kind of black already, so you're not taking too much off. But years of use and abuse do take their toll on these controllers. I'm going to just fold this over. I'm going to actually hit the rubber parts as well. Splash a little rubbing alcohol. That's not the end of the world though. You can just wipe them off too. Whoops. You can see this one is actually in pretty dire shape, so it's not going to work all that great. You can actually replace these, but for right now I'm just showing you how to clean. Just wipe them off pretty light. Alcohol dries fairly quick, so you don't have to worry too much about any of that. If you have stronger than 50%, it's probably better to use because it'll dry quicker, contains less water, etc. But 50% will work just fine. If you want, you can also wipe off the controller itself because they do get kind of grungy and dirty, but I don't think it's super necessary. Mainly cleaning the contacts usually is sufficient. The rubber pads on this one are in kind of rough shape, so we'll see if this helps any. And then to reassemble, you take your circuit board and you place it face down and just try to match up the little pegs. And then the wire just kind of wraps around and then closes right back up, and then you just put your screws right back where they went in. These ones are just a little rusty, so I'm going to be careful with them. Unlike with disassembling and reassembling the 32X, you kind of have to put a controller back together to test it. I guess you could probably just put 4 of the screws on for this, but I'm putting them all back on here because you do want everything to be nice and tight inside the controller. Before you even plug the controller back in, you can get a feel for the buttons. Give them a little snap. Make sure they feel okay. You can see this has one of the old Nintendo Power stickers. It's kind of beat up, but still looks pretty cool. You can see that I already have the TV on. Now I got the controller hooked up too. I'm gonna just give it a test with a little bit of Mega Man 2. Great game right here. Go right in and play a little Flashman stage right here. I'm one of those people who always starts with Flashman. Don't know why, I always did. One of my favorite bits of music in gaming. Okay, your jump works, the shooting works. Alright, so we know the controller works. Thank you for watching. See you next time.